Being a celebrity isn't all glamour and fame. It comes at a cost. The know-nothing rich girl narrative Paris Hilton has fallen into was carefully crafted and obscures the truth of her past. Paris has been leading a double life that has taken a toll on her mental health, affected her relationships, and ultimately needed to come to an end. She's been in the news now for nearly 2 decades, with some positive headlines and some more controversial. Regardless of how you feel about her show The Simple Life, her relationship with Kim Kardashian, Paris seems much more complicated than she's portrayed to be. For example, Snoop Dogg is genuine friends with her. She is clearly an onion, and a fashionable, party-loving onion at that. So let's peel back the layers and explore the double life of Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton was born January 17th, 1981, making her a Capricorn. She was born into the Hilton family, a very affluent and distinguished family. Her great-grandfather is billionaire Conrad Hilton, the founder of Hilton Hotels. Because of their family's fame and fortune, Paris's life has always been overshadowed by the Hilton Hotel empire and her granddad's wealth. And Paris's young life was shaped by her parents' desire to maintain the family's prestigious and clean reputation, even when it cost Paris's freedom. As a kid, Paris was nicknamed Star and was always being filmed by her mom. It's no surprise that she always loved the limelight. Her mom always put an immense amount of pressure on Paris and her looks. She really emphasized the importance of beauty because Mrs. Hilton had been a model in her early adulthood. However, despite this, Paris was actually quite the tomboy growing up. Her sister was the girly one. Kind of surprising when you consider the fact that Paris now has a reputation of never being seen in the same outfit twice. Young Paris was actually more interested in animals as a kid than she was in clothing, fashion, or makeup. What kid isn't interested in animals at some point in their childhood? But unlike most kids, Paris would save up her allowance to buy pet monkeys, snakes, parrots, goats, and other exotic pets. Kinda surreal when you think about the time she managed to hide her pet goat in her granddad's tennis court. Her mom even recounts a memory of Paris's pet monkey escaping its confines and swinging around on their fancy chandeliers above the dinner table.
I like animals more than people.
Mrs. Hilton thought Paris was going to be a vet when she grew up, but that's not the direction young Paris went in. Throughout her adolescence, Paris attended Catholic schools, but the religious and pious life was not for her. Paris is quoted as saying, "My mom just wanted me to be a Hilton, and I just wanted to be Paris." The weight of the Hilton Hotel empire put a lot of pressure on her, and it eventually got to her. Who wants to live in the shadow of their parents, especially strict and heavy-handed parents running a billion-dollar empire? In an interview with Vogue, Paris said, "My mom and dad were always very strict and sheltered me. They clearly wanted her to become a perfect New York aristocratic wife. They prepared her for debutante balls, made her attend etiquette classes, and continually drilled a bougie mindset into her head. They wanted her to be like them and fit in with the other 1%ers, but Paris couldn't stand it. She said that the whole socialite world felt so fake." In 1996, Paris was given her first taste of freedom. Her family moved from LA to NYC. The new city offered her a chance to finally become who she was meant to be. Her Manhattan home afforded her the opportunity to rebel, sneak out, and become the Paris we now know her as. It's kind of crazy that her mom didn't want her in modeling, didn't want her to have boyfriends at a young age, and wanted her to be a well-mannered kid with a respectable reputation, because she literally was the opposite of all those things. Paris totally rebelled, modeled, and dressed however she wanted. Her parents lost control of her, and Paris became the hottest personality in NYC nightlife around the turn of the millennium. She had a fake ID, was sneaking out at night, and going to nightclubs as a teenager well under the 21-year-old drinking age. Paris ditched her debutante ball gowns for miniskirts and eccentric latex tops. She became a trailblazer in the late 90s and early 2000s fashion and distanced herself from the New York socialite scene her parents had hoped she would be a part of. The Hiltons couldn't tolerate her behavior anymore. They clearly had enough. Late one night when Paris was asleep, she was forcibly removed from her home and sent away to an emotional growth school. They're basically boot camps for naughty rich kids. Her time at these schools was really hard on her. Paris would be sent to one school, stay for a bit, and then escape during the cover of night and run as far as she could. She would be caught and promptly sent to a new school with the hope that she wouldn't run away again. This pattern repeated at every school she attended until she was sent to Provo Canyon School in Utah. This one was different for several reasons. In Paris's documentary, she remembers Provo Canyon as more of a prison than a school. They seemed to be in the business of punishing children rather than teaching them. Paris dealt with a lot at Provo Canyon. She was even locked up in solitary confinement and mistreated regularly by the guards at the school. While in solitary confinement, Paris dreamed of her future. It was the only thing that kept her from breaking. She wanted to be successful and free of her parents. She wanted fame, and that's exactly what she got when she turned 18. The school could no longer hold her, and her parents no longer had legal control over her life. When Paris was 18, she was going to clubs and parties and was being photographed constantly. She started to get a reputation in the media at this point. At age 19, she signed up to Donald Trump's modeling agency and began her career in the fashion world. Soon after she began modeling, photographer David LaChapelle made her a muse of his. LaChapelle is an extremely famous celebrity photographer who took portraits of celebs like Tupac, Michael Jackson, Britney Spears, and so many more. His interest in her was kind of a big deal at the time, and so were the photos they had taken in her great-grandfather's massive mansion. It's not surprising that Paris became a major hit on and off the runway. She was once even paid to wear a dress made out of $1 million worth of poker chips at a casino opening. The media could not get enough of her, and photos of her became an industry in and of itself. The paparazzi were always obsessed with her after she turned 18, but once The Simple Life aired, they became worse. A good photograph of her at the time could be sold for $50,000 up to $1 million, says Shiraz Hassan, CEO of Fame by Shiraz. Because of the insanely high value of candid pics of her, photographers were serious about snapping that perfect shot. It wasn't uncommon for the paparazzi to get crazy and start brawls in desperation. Because of Paris's reputation, her show, The Simple Life, was a hit from the moment it aired on TV. The first episode alone clocked 13 million views. Fans were clearly ready for her TV debut. This is when her dumb blonde persona really took off, and people began to believe that the character she played on the show really was her and forgot that they were watching entertainment television. People act on TV. It's what TV is for. Sadly, the show was canceled after 3 seasons in 2005 because of a dispute between Nicole Richie and Paris. Nobody knows why they specifically had a falling out, but according to Reality TV World, some say it's because Nicole shared some personal videos of Paris to a mutual friend of theirs. Paris felt betrayed, and so their relationship came to an end. It was such a shame at the time because their chemistry together was so strong. They were the funniest duo on TV at the time. Thankfully, in 2006, they made up and filmed 2 more seasons of the show. That Paris we all love and know from The Simple Life isn't the real Paris, though. Paris has even said that she feels like nobody really knows her. The real Paris is a lot more complex and way less vain. Her sister has said that Paris just likes to scrapbook with her dogs at home and eat leftovers. She is far less glamorous in real life than the brand she owns or the reputation that she has. She seems like she enjoys a simpler lifestyle. With that being said, her life nowadays is far from simple. She is a DJ, an entrepreneur, and a philanthropist. Paris has actually done a lot of trailblazing when it comes to fashion and the art of being a celebrity. She handled all the stress of being famous with ease and actually helped teach Kim Kardashian how to handle the constant buzz of the paparazzi. Kim has even admitted that she wouldn't be where she is today without the help of her old friend Paris Hilton. Kim actually became became really close to Paris after her fight with Nicole Richie. That's when they became BFFs. Sadly, Paris's life isn't all glitz and glamour. Some of it is really difficult. Paris's personal life and mental health aren't always great. It's sort of hard to have normal, healthy relationships when your life has never been normal. Her relationships with men come across as always being complicated. In the Paris documentary, the trauma of her past also seems to inform her relationships. Her time at the Provo Canyon School has had long-lasting effects throughout her life. The school in Utah was, to put it gently, unkind and harmful to the youth it was built to help. She and many other survivors still have nightmares to this day, and she struggles with insomnia because of the school. Her insomnia actually takes quite a toll on her, especially when her schedule fills up completely and she is flying from country to country, making appearance after appearance.
We get you in bed now, you sleep.
In the end, Paris and other survivors have spoken out against the atrocities they faced at that school. Campaigning to close the school is just one of the many ways Paris is fighting to redefine her own life. Paris is still just as motivated to be free of others' control as she was when she was a teenager. She said that she won't stop working until she makes $1 billion, and it shows. She is one of the most motivated and hardworking celebrities out there on the red carpets. Paris has 19 product lines, ranging from skincare to makeup. Her fragrances alone have done almost $3 billion in sales. Paris has said that she never dwells on the past because her focus is always on moving towards her future, building her businesses, DJing, and raising money for animals and her other philanthropic causes. Paris truly is more complex than she lets on. She isn't just some goofy, know-nothing girl who's never heard of Walmart. She's actually a really brave survivor, a wonderful sister, an entrepreneur, a DJ, a product developer, a friend of Snoop Dogg, and so much more. Paris is not to be underestimated. She really is a star unlike any other. So do you look at Paris Hilton a little differently now? What part of her upbringing surprised you the most? Let us know down in the comments below. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and thanks for stopping by The Taco. Bye for now.